to another episode of T-Carp. As you may know, we have got ourselves onto the Korda Carp Academy, and our tutor is Danny Fairbrass.
So we're surprised that we got Danny. We left quite near the end. People like Peck and Dave had already gone, so we weren't really too sure what we were going to get.
Getting a little bit worried.
Yeah, so we ended up getting Fairbrass.
Yeah, luckily we got paired with each other, so that's really good. Helping each other out and everything. So this is actually the second day. We've not yet filmed an intro, so this will be the intro. Right, so as you may know, we're down at Manor Farm with the Korda Carp Academy. This is my first fish, and Carl's just had a fish as well. They both ripped off at exactly the same time. I thought it was Carl's, and then it turned out to be my rod. Thought that it was the same fish. Turns out two separate fish, so I'm absolutely buzzing. We're actually paired with Danny Fairbrass, believe it or not. So we haven't been fishing all day. Most people haven't caught any fish, and we have just bagged ourselves 2 fish in around about 20 minutes. So that's absolutely brilliant. So let's slip them back and hopefully get some lovely bigger fish. See you later. Right, so this is the rig that we've been catching all of our solid bag fish on. It includes a leader. I think this is the ESP leader. Small inline lead, 2 ounce. Swivel inside there, and we're literally looping on our hook link. This is the Korda Supernatural stuff. Really nice. And then we've got a tiny little sinker just there, just to hold it down. And we've got a wide gape, size 8. It is micro barb, but we have to crimp the barb off, seeing as the lake rules are no barbs. And then what we've done is soaked some of the high impact in the squid's goo, so that will give off a nice little smell in the water. So we've hooked one of them and a white pop-up, which we've also glugged. So that will just sit nicely like that, and when the fish takes it in, it will straighten up. Hook link's really small, as you can see, straight into their mouths. So hopefully get that back out there and catch another fish. So that should be the finished product once you've done. And then, as you can see there, you just loop it onto your line and you're good to go. So there's the rig. Let's get some more fish.
So this is my second fish of the session. £13 it went on the scales. It's about 7:30 now, so first morning. Danny's still in bed. So slip her back, get the solid bag back out on the spot, and hopefully get some more.
As the weather's really hot and the water's really warm, it means that oxygen levels are very low. So what Carl's doing now, it's called an oxygen bath, where he's pouring water just over the fish's gills. So oxygen is able to be flushed through the gills, and the fish is able to get its oxygen back into its system. So we've been catching on the bottom all day long. It's got really sunny now, so we've just put some zigs out. After about 10 minutes of Carl's zig being out, it's literally gone within like 10 minutes. So Carl's just had a fish. There'll be pictures in there, just there. And just had this absolutely stunning fish. Not the biggest of all, it's absolutely lovely. So let's get the zigs back out and hopefully we'll get a few more.
Okay, you're rolling.
Right, so another fish on a zig. This is my second fish on a zig that I've ever had. Perfect little common. What was it, £11, 8?
£11 something.
£11 something.
We've both changed over to zigs now, so all 4 rods are on zigs. It's quite active out there right now, so hopefully we'll be able to bag a lot more.
There's a little cell pop up with the caramel goo on it. Did the job. Lovely hook hold. Hopefully get the zig back out and get a few more. Wicked.
Right, we're rolling.
Looking good now, aren't you? Hey?
Ready? Ready?
Yep.
Right, so just had this little beauty of a common. It went 16 3/4. Was taken on a Korda
Carp Goo.
Korda Carp.
Get it right, Stan.
Korda Carp caramel glug hook bait. About.
You gotta give it a kiss, ain't you? Oh yeah.
Let's tongue Kyle. So Danny, how do you make it easier to cast out long 10-foot zigs then?
Basically, if you drop the hook bait into a bucket, an empty bucket at the back of your swim, making sure that it's not going to get caught in your bivvy or anything. Just leave it coiled up in there and have the lead hanging down, normal length it would be underneath the rod, about 6 foot underneath the rod, but keep an eye on the bait in the bucket. So step forward to your swim, keeping an eye on, so you're not really worried about here, you're worried about there, and then at last minute you just turn around and cast over your head. And the best tip I can give you, Daryl Peck said, forget it's 10 foot long. Just cast it like a normal rig, stop it, that'll throw the hook bait out away from the lead, hold it on a tight line as it sinks through the water, keeps the two things apart, and then you should be untangled. And if you watch for a second splash, it's very easy when you're standing up the top behind someone, you see the lead go in and you see the little tiny pimple as the hook bait goes in behind it, and then you know it's fishing. And how long's this been in the water?
15 minutes, 20 minutes.
He's getting all blasé now, he's got the rod like that. That's so many.
Bit too chilled, Stan. So when would you strike a zig run then?
When it pulls up tight or drops back completely slack, you'll get a few little single bleeps and stuff from time to time, but normally once they put themselves, it will pull up tight. I reckon this is going to be a common about 12 to 14 pounds, right? Yeah. There you go. Common 12 to 14 pounds. One really important thing on zigs is make sure you put a little bit of tubing or shrink tube underneath the eye of the hook so everything's perfectly straight. And here we're getting our bites on chopped down cell boilies because they look like a chum mixer. And loads of people are putting chum mixers in and we're fishing under the surface with something that looks very similar. We started with foam on one set of rods and cut down boilies on the other, and today cut down boilies are the one. Next time you come, it might be a bit of black foam, so you have to need to muck around with your hook baits as well. Right, do my job.
Oh, it's not a bad fish.
It's in.
Get in the net.
Right, so we're back. Sorry I haven't done much filming of us doing like this, but we've been so busy.
Been draining Dan's brain of all his carp fishing knowledge.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been very good actually. How many fish you got now?
So I've had 8, I had 7 yesterday, 3 of them were taken on cell pop-ups, cut down to sort of a mixer size, plugged in a bit of caramel goo, so I had 3 on zigs and the rest were all on solid bags with like a semi-snowman sort of setup.
Yeah, and I've had 5 fish in total, 4 of them being on solid bags and 1 of them being on the zig, but I've lost 2 on the zigs because I'm not entirely sure when to strike it, but Dan's going to help me out later. We're getting zigs out, solid bags are out at the moment. We didn't fish last night because
We reeled in at what, half 11?
Half 11, Dan wanted some sleep.
Luckily we reeled in a tiny bit late, probably about 25 to 12, and unfortunately I didn't put my alarm on and I thought, what's that noise? And I heard the clutch obviously peeling away and I ran and struck into it, and it was a nice 20-pound carp, which we'll get a picture up of now.
Yeah, so
yeah, that was a nice fish, biggest one of the session between me and Lawrence.
so the time is now 9. The presentation, I think we're reeling in at 12, getting everything ready. Presentation's at 1:32, I think. And so a film bit then, we'll show you how we've been going through. I'll put a rig bit in a minute, and that's about it for the time being. So we'll get back to you if we have another fish.
Hopefully a nice big
25. Right guys, so the Korda Carp Academy is finally over. I'm afraid we didn't have time to film an outro at the Korda Carp Academy, So we're in my house. We had a party last night. So yeah,
feeling a bit rough.
No, but yeah, it was a brilliant time. Had an absolute, it was brilliant.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So we didn't really get time to film anything. Got loads of photos with Danny and the rest of the boys, which was good.
Yeah, we'll put a video of the presentation in just in a minute.
Of the little Korda.
And also, I also won something, but you have to wait and see. Oh my god! Yeah, so had an absolutely brilliant time. Really thank all the lads at Korda.
For arranging it and sorting it out and for feeding us and all the free goodies.
All
from
the free
companies.
look at this. Mad t-shirts. Korda Carp Academy, got some hats. Oh no, you don't have your hats.
Got some hats and some dog tags and all different stuff.
Yeah.
Got a couple kilos sell at home.
Naughty. So that was that. Hopefully you like this video. Hopefully the editing in this video is better. Got some editing masterclass from Danny and also Sean Ladd, who edits at Korda. Thanks a lot, mate. So that's about it. So we'll leave you to watch the final bit and hopefully see you in the next video.
Yep, see you on the bank soon.
Goodbye.
So now on to the presentation part of it. Obviously, we're proud to say that every lad that is here, we had one lad go home unfortunately, but every lad that is here now has passed. They've all got this certificate, the t-shirts and everything else. So if I call them out one by one, if you can come up and get your certificate, get your other bits and pieces. So that's neatly set up, neatly set up in the school, definitely. Some bloke called Carl Stanger, I don't know who he was with. And his sidekick Lawrence Benbow. And last but no means least, it's very rare that I give out a prize to the lads that are with me. I normally give them so much stuff when we're fishing together, but one really stood out for me. His casting was fluid, he was hitting the clip every time, feeling it down, it was just a joy to watch him. Lawrence. So, that is pretty much it for this year's Carp Academy. Thank you very much, lads. You really worked really hard and it made it easy for us to do it. So thank you very much. Hopefully you'll go out and be ambassadors for this and tell everybody that you did it, and you'll be picking litter up around your lakes and catching loads of carp.
There we go, the Carp Academy 2014 has come to a grinding halt. I've loved it, they've loved it, it's been a storm, we've all loved it. All that's left to do is let these 30 lunatics take it away. I like that one,